Hey, welcome back to Snap Bolt Games. My name is Max, and we're here with another Pauper League, and we are going to be playing some more Blue-White Evoke. This is a deck I've just been jamming over and over. This is my newest brew, and I think the deck is very good. Been putting up great results with it. And if you haven't seen the other leagues with the deck, I would highly recommend checking those out as well. You can check them out on the channel. It's youtube.com/snapbolt. There's a link in the description to go to the channel. Again, go check it out. Lots of leagues of this deck. There's modern leagues, there's Pauper leagues. If you like my content, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel. Real easy to do, and thank you so much for doing so. Okay, now let's go through this brew again real quick. Again, I played it a bunch of times on the channel. I think I played 5 leagues with the deck, and we 4-1'd every time except we 3-2'd once. And a lot of those 4-1s, we were playing for the 5-0, and we just barely lost. So the results of this deck are really good. Um, if you haven't seen it before, what this deck is basically, again, like the name says, blue-white evoke. We're playing these 8 evoke creatures, 4 Muldrifter, 4 soul migration, and that combos with angelic renewal. 2 mana enchantment. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may sacrifice angelic renewal. If you do, return that card to the battlefield. And that works with these evoke creatures. I hate it when Magic Online does this. So you basically play Renewal on 2 and then Muldrifter on 3. It dies. You sack Renewal, Muldrifter comes back. You draw 4 cards and end up with a Muldrifter. Similarly, you have to have 1 mana available, but you can do the same thing with Ephemerate and then blink it again. And then we have the late game of Archaeomancer plus Ephemerate as well to get back counter spells, cantrips, just rebuy Ephemerates, rebuy late to dinners, and then keep just putting Soul of Migrations and Muldrifters into play. To round out the deck, of course, 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain because cantrips are busted. 2 Counterspell, 1 Prohibit, 1 Dispel is our Counterspell suite. I've been kind of liking that. I like the 1 Prohibit over the 3rd Counterspell because it's a little bit easier to cast. 3 Journey to Nowhere as our removal suite, and then some Sea Gates and some Stonehorns to lock people out as well with 2 more Stonehorns in the side. But that's basically the deck. 21 lands, could be 22, but I think 21 with triple bounce land is fine, especially with the cantrips. Usually been able to hit our land drops. 4 Dust to Dust for the Affinity Hate, and a lot more counter spells for the Chatterstorm matchup. And that's basically the deck. Without further ado, let's just try to 5-0 this league here, get the 5-0 on the board, and I'll see you in round 1. Let's go. All right, welcome to round 1. This hand is a keep. This hand's actually pretty good. We have a blue source, a white source, and we have renewal plus Muldrifter combo. So any one untap land, and we can play a turn 3 Muldrifter. We can just journey that Delver. This is looking good. Prohibit, not bad. Again, we want lands here, but we have stuff to do, so not too worried. No flip with counterspell, that's good. This is going to be double miscreant. Oh, just another Delver. Okay, that's a lot. It's a lot of pressure. They are putting us on basically having to draw land. I think I'm just going to journey one of the Delvers here. Another Ash Baron's not bad. I mean, I could just play Renewal and then evoke Muldrifter, but I think I like just playing Journey first. Okay. And then, yeah, looking good here. Got one of the Delvers, the other one didn't flip. I did consider taking the Miscreant with the Journey so they wouldn't be able to draw a card here, but I think that's wrong because if the Delvers were to flip and I had journeyed the Miscreant and then I just get hit for 6, that does not seem great for me. So I think I'm just going to cycle Ash Barrens for Island, play Angelic Renewal next turn. Yeah, don't want to have to play Ash Barrens. Oh man, I tapped wrong. All right, well now I have to get Plains. That's a pretty bad mistake actually. I needed to tap Island. I was a little bit distracted for a second here. Okay, well, is what it is. Gonna get Plains, play Renewal now, then just have the 1 blue source. Yeah, because now, I mean, I guess we could still draw Island and then have 2 islands, 2 plains, and it might just work out like totally fine, but it would have been nice to have an extra blue source here. Mutagenic growth. All right, that's fine. So we get hit for a bunch of damage. Land. Okay. No land. They need actual counterspell for this. They could easily have it though. They only have 2 cards in hand. Okay, nice. Draw 2. They vapor snagged the Mole Drifter. Okay. Well, we can't counter that. So we go down to 11, draw 2. Hopefully we draw a land here. We do. Okay, that's big. Just to be able to hit a land and then pass the turn. And then next turn, hopefully we draw another land, and then I can just evoke. I mean, I'm likely just going to go for Evoke Soul of Migration anyway. Just to have a bunch of blockers here. Not going to go for Ponder, I don't think. I'm just going to go for this. If they have Counterspell, so be it. But I think they would have countered the Mole Drifter. So just make a huge board here. Yeah, looking good. Nice. And we have Prohibit, we have Ponder, we have a lot of stuff to do here. We can even just like leave up Ephemerate to like blink this. Oh wow, they have Mutagenic. They have Mutagenic. Okay. So because we know they have Mutagenic, I think we do this. Because then if they Mutagenic the Delver, they still only trade for Soul of Migration plus Bird, and then I still trade for their entire board. They have double Mutagenic, sure, but I think this is the play. Could also just chump the Delver this turn and then leave up Ephemerate to blink the Soul. But I can just Mole Drifter Ephemerate next turn as well, and just clearing their board seems pretty good here. They do have double Mutagenic. Okay. So they are left with a Delver and one card in hand. Meanwhile, we have infinite cards in hand here. Let's cast with Evoke. Draw 2, and then Ephemerate. I guess we could get blown out by a Spell Stutter Sprite here, but still beatable. Looks like they don't have it. And then let's just go... I guess I can play Plains to have Ephemerate up again. Might be better just to play Tranquil Cove this turn, though. I think it is... Maybe not. Because what if they have like another Vapor Snag or a Snap or something? I'd rather be able to Ephemerate my Mole Drifter. Okay, let's just go play Plains. I think I can discard this Chancery and a Seagate Oracle. I don't think I need. Okay, nice. I'm just going to try to trade here. They don't attack. I could Ephemerate again. I don't see why not. I'm down to just draw a bunch of cards. Okay, they have Spell Stutter. That's fine. We have Ephemerate coming back down. I'm glad I went for that other one. Ephemerate here. Draw 2. There's a Soul of Migration and a Stonehorn Dignitary. I think we just go for Soul of Migration plus Ephemerate here. I guess I can play Ash Barrens to also have Dispel up. I just don't think I need to. I'm just not going to even bother. Let's go Evoke. Get 2 birds. Blink the Soul. Just comboing off here. Stabilizing pretty nicely. Play Tranquil Cove and pass. Yep. This is why I think this matchup is reasonable, because once you start getting these Evoke creatures into play, Mono Blue just has trouble dealing with it. Yeah, they just can't really deal with Soul of Migration plus Blink. It's just so much for them to deal with. Okay, I think Dispels and Prohibit are probably good. I think that's probably it. I just don't know if Stonehorn is that good. Because most of their creatures are flyers, it could be good to stop them from attacking. And they can't necessarily deal with a Stonehorn loop. Seagate does block... Seagate does block the ninjas pretty well. But that's about all it does. It's a little clunky. Could just side like this. Because maybe just looping Stonehorn can be good against like a big board of their flyers. Allow me time to get Soul of Migration going. And I like siding out a couple Ponders when they're a Spell Stutter Sprite deck. Alright, I think I'm going to try this. I don't know if I want Negates also. I think Dispel is just better than Negate here. Alright, this looks good. Let's try this. Let's go game 2. A lot of times in these matchups, I do like to side out like an ephemerate and a late to dinner, but I'm gonna try just keeping them in and see how this board plan goes. Yeah, this hand looks good. We can get tempoed out for sure, but I mean they're on the play, and that's true like basically regardless here. Just gonna wait. Should I wait on the preordain? It's pretty close. I think just playing the Tranquil Cove is better. I'd rather just get that down and then be able to play untapped lands for the next couple turns. Do they have another land? Looks like no. That's good for us. Especially if they miss on land one more time and can't ninja us, then we're just in good shape. Oh man, I wanted to leave up Prohibit, but now I'm thinking I should just renewal. No, I'm still gonna just leave up Prohibit because if they try to play a cantrip or anything, any other one drop, I can just prohibit it. And if I just go renewal into Moldrifter, I'm just gonna have to discard cards. And I think I'm fine to just wait. Right, they're just gonna attack for 2. They must have another one drop. Like, that deck plays so many ones. Just gonna counter anything. Yeah, I'm glad I left up Prohibit. Definitely want to counter this. Don't want them to hit lands. Okay, nice. Now we can just go renewal plus preordain. So I guess we just lead on preordain. I mean, both of these are actually pretty good. I don't know if I need a second Dispel, but I think I'll take another Moldrifter and then just go renewal. Pass, and now we can evoke Moldrifter with Dispel up next turn, which is just really nice. I mean, I guess we can even have Ephemerate up as well. So if they don't hit a land here, which doesn't look like they do, they'll probably hit one next turn because they topped a card, but I can just Moldrifter, use renewal, and have Ephemerate up / Dispel up. I like that. I'm just going to use the renewal though. I'd rather just leave up Dispel / Ephemerate. This is just such a good combo. And they just concede to that. Yep. Nice. It's just so hard for Mono Blue to deal with because a 2/2 flying is actually pretty good. And not to mention Soul of Migration. Plus, we just drew 4 cards, end up with a body that's just like kind of beating their board. And then we had an Ephemerate as well to deal with anything they had. I mean, they got kind of screwed. If they had the Preordain and they went for the Miscreant to try to hit a land, I think that was wrong because they could have gone Preordain, land, Miscreant, draw another card. So who knows if they had that or not. We're not sure. Quick queue time here, round 2. Would you like to play first? Yes. And I need to keep... It's 1 land. Maybe this is bad, but I have 2 Ponders. So I can just ponder looking for lands here. If there's no lands, I can shuffle. If there's 2 lands, great. There's 1 land, and it's a Plains and a Preordain. I mean, I think this is actually pretty good because I could just play Journey on 2 if I want. And then I can ponder again. So this is just looking nice. So we've played against Blast before. Don't remember what they were on. Bridge, okay. Let's just go Preordain, bottom that Soul. I don't think we need that. There's a Tranquil Cove, perfect. Cantrip's pretty busted. Just 1 land hand. I just like wasn't even worried about keeping it. I was just 1 land with 2 ponders, just like pretty likely to just hit our land drops. Now looking good. Just gonna ponder for even more lands. But that's why we get to play a 21 land deck with all these. Oh wow, Mantle of the Tides in Affinity. Seems actually kind of sweet. Alright, let's ponder, looking for more lands. We do find an Ash Barrens and a Preordain. I mean, both these cards are good. There's no real sense to like Preordain into Ash Barrens. It doesn't really do anything. Just wondering if like Seagate is also worth drawing. Probably not. I think I'm just gonna draw Ash Barrens, play Plains, pass, and then cycle the Ash Barrens end of turn. Yeah. And then I can just draw random cards. Pass. Opponent hasn't really done anything yet, but they could play like a couple 4/4s next turn or something. All right, they play one. We can journey that. We can just play a Stonehorn as well. I think I'm down to just cycle. Yeah, drawing Preordain would have been fine, but I want to just use my mana and cycle right there. And there's a Ponder. That's actually pretty good. Now I think I'm down to just go Ponder plus Journey, most likely. Okay, I think these are all good as well. Maybe not, because I do need more lands. I could just shuffle them. All right, let's just shuffle. There's Renewal. Renewal is actually a pretty solid draw. I could just play that. I think I want to just Journey, though. That's pretty close. Also could have just played Stonehorn this turn and then played Ponder next turn. Oh, there's Great Furnace, okay. They have 3 cards. They play another 4/4. That's fine. I might just play Stonehorn Dignitary next turn. Because I don't really want to see, like, Thought Casts. Would be kind of annoying. Mandal of the Tide is probably good in the mirror. Makes your 4/4s a lot better. All right, let's just get this down. At least it stops one combat and just puts it into play. But again, we do need even more lands here. At least we're functioning. And if we draw one more land, we can consider going for Soul Migration plus Ephemerate. We even have a late to dinner to buy it back. Just these aren't that good in this matchup, though. Their creatures are just too big. They don't really care about like a 2/4 flying that much. You have to blink it a bunch of times. Okay, there's another Journey. I like that. Let's just go Journey to Nowhere. And then probably just play Renewal. Attack for 1. Let's attack for 1. And then just play an Angelic Renewal. Then we can just evoke this like without fear next turn. And the one thing I do like about this matchup is we get to bring in 4 copies of Dust to Dust. Oh, they Galv Blast the Stonehorn in response. I am fine with that. Can always late to dinner it if we want. Yeah, I'm just wondering if we should find room for like 1 Revoke Existence to go up to 5 hate cards in this matchup, because we play against Affinity all the time. Like, could cut 1 Negate, could cut the 2nd Prohibit, could go to 3 Stonehorns. Maybe that's the play. But Stonehorn is kind of like one of our main plans against Chatterstorm. So it's tough to say. It's tough to say. Frogmite in the deck, huh? I don't like Frogmite all that much. They've already drawn their 2nd card. There's a Shaman main deck. Okay, well that doesn't hit my flyers, so that's nice. Land would be good. No. Okay. Let's just use our Renewal here. I only have 1 card left and then 1 card on the table. I'm going to use the Renewal. Again, all these have flying, so Cart Clan doesn't do anything against them. Blast, just playing what looks to be like a relatively standard Affinity deck. They can Galv Blast this. I can always late to dinner. Having like an Ephemerate right there would have been so sick. If they attack with the Frogmite, I'll just take 2. Opponent with only 2 cards in hand. Equip Mantle. I think that's what they're doing. They probably just have nothing going on. Oh, they equip here. I think I'm down to just start racing at this point. Because I can just late to dinner this if I want. If I draw a land, I can have this Ephemerate up, which is really nice. And just have tons of flyers. They've already used 2 Galvanic Blasts. Alright, I want to hit more lands here. We can do it. Oh no. It's bottom bottom. Okay, nice. Got rewarded there. Let's just cast late to dinner, see if it resolves on the soul. I think it should resolve, yeah. They could have Spell Pierce or something, but didn't think they would. And then next turn we can Soul of Migration plus Ephemerate, which is pretty nice. And we even have a food token to help race, which is, the food tokens have been pretty good actually. Oh, there's an Atog, okay. So a Fling could be bad potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. Guess if I block like this, I'm just trading one bird for a shaman. 4, 5, 6, 7, and I still have a turn 2 clock because I'm in a Soul of Migration plus Ephemerate next turn. I could consider cracking food too in order to not die to Fling. I think I'm supposed to just take this out. Yeah, they take down the bird. Sure. Soul of Migration is still pretty sick, even though it's not great overall in this matchup. It's still just really good, and I don't think they have Fling. No, the 4th Soul of Migration. That might be too many, but all right, let's go for Evoke plus Ephemerate here. Their last card is Galvanic Blast. I'm fine with that. And they concede to that. Nice. Just too many flyers. Double Cart Clan to hate on Chatterstorm main just didn't do it. Going up game 1 against Affinity just so huge. Okay. Let's go these 6 cards coming in. Don't really like Prohibit or Dispel. I maybe should try more Stonehorns in this matchup because it is pretty decent against like all their 4/4s. Seagate Oracle I kind of like against a Frogmite version of the deck. Can cut an Ephemerate here. Maybe just 2 Stonehorns is fine. I do find myself looking for it fairly often. I think 2 Soul of Migration is also where you want to be. Don't want to change too much. Can just do this. I think I like the 2 Archaeomancer. I think I like 3 FM. 2 Stonehorn I think is fine. All right, let's go. Do I want the 3rd Stonehorn over CH? Should I just try that? I'll just try it. Because a lot of times in this matchup I am like, okay, I need to find Stonehorn Dignitary, and then I can like get to the late game and stabilize. Okay, nice. Let's go. Can just turn 1 Ash Barrens, turn 2 Float mana, and then Chancery it back, cycle for Plains, and then turn 3 Dust to Dust. So the Ash Barrens plus Bounce Land hand is actually totally fine. All right, let's play it because this is the only way to guarantee turn 3 Dust to Dust. Because if I Tranquil Cove, I guess I should have, that was wrong. I should have Tranquil Coved because then I gain 1 life and then I use the Tranquil Cove mana to cycle the Ash Barrens onto. So I just missed out on gaining 1, so never mind. But yeah, slight misplay from me there. Let's go add 1 mana, Chancery, bounce Ash Barrens, cycle for Plains. I'm going to have to discard a card here because I'm on the draw. I mean, I guess Preordained is my worst card because I kind of want to keep Renewal for this Migration. I could discard Migration in order to late to dinner it and just ignore the Renewal, save that for like a Muldrifter. I actually don't hate that. I think I'm going to do it. Let's just discard this and then we can just wait to dinner it on 4 if we want. So I'm going to play Dust to Dust almost 100% next turn. They could have Spell Pierce or something here. Okay, well, never mind. Just gonna get these lands. Dust to Dust, pretty good card. Now we want to draw a second one because this game is not over. I've seen many Affinity opponents come back from these. I mean, I guess we do get to just put a Soul of Migration into play next turn, which is pretty nice. The opponent's now down to only 2 mana, but they're still functioning. I can't believe they can just come back from like double Stone Rain like this. All right, let's just late to dinner this. But now we can like start to preordain, look for more dust to dust. So I mean, we're still pretty far ahead here. They're down on 2 mana. Yeah, they can go like artifact land up to 5 artifacts, but looks like they don't have it yet. They have 7 cards in hand. The Tog, okay. I can Hydroblast that. And they have another land. Wow. All right, let's just lead. On Hydroblast. Just get this out of there. They could have Dispel, but I'm still not like dead to this because they don't really have that many artifacts yet. So let's just go play Renewal, play Cove. And then I'm wondering if I should like keep Soul of Migration back to block this. They have to sack 2 artifacts in order to kill it. Could even keep a bird back just in case they have like Galvanic Blast. I think it's the safest. I don't think I need to attack for 2 really. Can just attack for 1. If they go Galv Blast, Temur Battle Rage, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Just don't want to die randomly when we can just stabilize and win this game. And I don't think I need to hit for 1 more. I don't think that's really what this game is going to come down to. I mean, I guess I should have attacked with both because if they Gal Blast this, I can just Renewal it back. That was a mistake. I just forgot about Renewal being in play. So definitely a mistake there from me. I can just play Stonehorn next turn though. So still looking fine here. Because of Renewal, I should have attacked for 2. Missed a damage. Yeah, and there's Gal Blast. Okay, just use Renewal now. They just, I guess, have to try to fight through it. Another Gal Blast. Yep. Alright, this is fine. They had to use 2 Galvanic Blasts. And I could even just double block a Tog if I want. They have to sack an artifact. I'm down to trade artifact for 2 birds. Keep their artifact count low seems good. It's just harder for them to function. Yep, they sack Prism. Like it. Okay. Down for that trade. Now let's go. I was going to preordain, but now I have a shuffle effect. So I think I'm going to just lead on Ponder. Journey to Nowhere and Archaeomancer. Those are both very good, I think. I don't really want to shuffle that, so let's just draw the Journey and then the Archaeomancer, and then we can shuffle away the last land. So let's just go play Journey to Nowhere. Just get the Atog out of there. Feel a lot safer. Go preordain. I guess bottom top. And then I guess I'm going just cycle, get island. I don't know if I took this turn optimally. Could have not played the preordain. Maybe that was the line, but still looking fine here. The fact that we have this Archaeomancer is really nice. We can just Archaeomancer, get back late to dinner, and then I guess we can just Archaeomancer, get back dust to dust. It's got to be best. Just exile this Mirror Enforcer on a land or something. Ooh, Hairless Research. Really playing that over Deadly Dispute? I think this is just worse. Okay, we can just exile both their 4/4s now. If we want. And I think we do want to. It seems good to me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we need to draw a land to be able to do that. Wow, triple Mirror Enforcer. Draw tap land. All right, well, why don't we just lead on Stonehorn Dignitary then, and then next turn I can Archaeomancer, Dust to Dust, exile 2 4/4s. They only have 1 card left. Go Stonehorn Dignitary, can crack food as well here. They skip a combat. Again, missed 1 damage on with these birds, but that's okay. And then I can't, I should like represent like I have a counter spell or something here. Wow, another Mirror Enforcer. They skip their combat. Now we're just looking for Ephemerate at this point. We have 3 of them in the deck. Their Journey to Nowhere, not bad. Let's go Archaeomancer. Could get back late to dinner, but I think just Dusted Us, exile 2 4/4s has got to be good. And I can Journey another 4/4. And now I probably want to just... Do I want to take 8? I think so. I think I'm fine to take 8 here. Just get in for 2 more. Or do I want to chump and just take 4? I think I'm fine to take 8. Do need to draw something, but I think in general our top decks are probably better than theirs. Oh god, well not that. That's really good. I mean, I guess we have Mole Drifters still. Okay, let's take it. Again, we can Journey one of these. Okay, well we have to Journey that. So we're behind now. Their creatures are just so big. Once we find Ephemerate, it should just basically be over though. Let's get that out of there. I think I want to just go chump here. I guess I can just go to 10. That's pretty safe. Attack for 3. And then plan on just chumping 1. Again, Ephemerate. Just getting back Dust to Dust is just going to be pretty brutal here. They've already used 2 Galvblast. There's an Ichor Wellspring last card. Okay. They must have had Darksteel and then they just top deck this. Perilous Wow, that was so good for them. They probably just top decked Ichor Wellspring into Perilous Research. Crazy. And into another Mirror Enforcer. Okay, now it's time to draw the Ephemerate. Oh, okay, I almost misclicked here. Let's chump 1. They have 2 cards in hand now. Wow, that was such a good string of top decks. Another Dust. Okay, Preordain. I like it. Wow. Okay, gonna plan to go chump with Stonehorn plus Bird here, I think. That string of top decks was so brutal. Like, I mean, we've found 1 Dust to Dust in the top 21 cards, but sometimes you just need more than that. Like, they just easily came back from double Stone Rain. Just crazy. I mean, those top decks of Wellspring into Perilous is pretty nuts, because they would have played Wellspring earlier if they had it, so they definitely just top deck there. Wow. Just going off here. They have Galvblast. Gonna chump here. Keep the Archaeomancer around. Okay, sure. Wow. That was pretty unfortunate. I felt like really unlucky to lose that game. We had so many ways to win it. Stonehorn does seem pretty good against them, actually. Like, they have to kind of answer it. Just doesn't provide value. I guess I'll stick with 3. 2 Hydroblast seems good. Yeah, I think I like our sideboard plan. 3 Ephemerate I think is also just fine. It's a totally reasonable number. Post board. With just the 1 cantrip here and only 1 island not close to casting this, I think we should mulligan. Okay, this one we can keep on 6. Let's keep putting back 1 of these tap lands, I suppose. And then I'm going to just lead Tranquil Cove. Turn 2, I can go island, double cantrip, and then just try to turn 3 Dust to Dust on the play. Because, I mean, I'm going to try to find it with these 2 cantrips. Stonehorn Dignitary. I think I preordained first. Nice, nice. I think I want both of these top, top. I will ponder this turn. All right, this is good. This is good. We can shuffle away this island potentially. We might have to stop, like, not on this upkeep, but the one after. So I'll just set the stop now. And I just don't want this to get spell pierced. Okay. I'm just going to exile both their lands here. Okay, so we draw the Ash Barrens, play Plains, and then exile these. And then there's a land on top. I mean, I guess I'm fine just to draw another land. Then we can get closer to hardcasting Muldrifter. I think it's actually just fine to draw basic land here. There's a land, okay. Then I can preordain, look for another Dust to Dust. Angelic Renewal. Seems good enough. We can start doing our own combos here. And then just cycle the Ash Barrens. Maybe get another Plains. You do want a fair number of white sources, especially with all these Dust to Dusts. And sometimes you want to play a bunch of Ephemerates in the same turn as well. Prism, sure. See if they Frogmite as well. I guess they probably sided that out. Okay, now we just go for the Muldrifter Renewal combo here. Draw 4. Nice. Soul of Migration, not bad. Gonna use this. Yep, I want to draw more cards. There is another Dust to Dust. Nice. Might need to start killing like their 4/4s if they're able to play those, but also might just want to keep killing lands. We'll see. There's a Thoughtcast. So, I mean, they can draw a lot of cards even on low resources, but yeah, if they don't do anything here, I'm definitely just exiling 2 lands. Probably both blue sources, I guess. I mean, I guess they have multicolor sources, but yeah, just keeping them down so much on mana is just a good place to be. Let's just get these. Play Renewal. Attack for 2. And then eventually we can find our Kalemancer, get back Dust to Dust. Nice. We should not lose this game. There's a Thoughtcast. Because now we found 2 Dust to Dusts in the top 19. Which is just basically what you need to find. I'm going to probably just Muldrifter Renewal, try to draw into another Dust to Dust. Slash Archaeomancer. And they have to discard, so now they're missing land drops, which is just pretty brutal for them now. Alright, let's go Evoke. Journey to Nowhere. Gonna use the Renewal. Draw 2 more. Just a bunch of lands. It's actually not good. So if I Chancery, I'll have to discard, which I don't really love. So I guess I'll just play Island. Should I play Stonehorn Dignitary? I think I should. Just get 1 more power on board, get this down on board so I can start flickering this later if I need to. Okay. And they missed land drops here. Now we've been able to draw a bunch of cards, but we don't really have anything going on. Thoughtcast? Yep. Okay, do they hit a land? They do. This is what they need to do. I mean, they can still come back. They have 8 cards in hand still, somehow. And I think all we can do next turn is just hardcast a Soul of Migration, which I mean, it's not bad. You can go like Soul of Migration plus Chancery next turn. Cantrips are good draws. Archaeomancer, Ephemerate. All these cards are good. They have to discard. They had to discard a Mirror Enforcer as well, which was kind of rough for them. They just haven't quite been able to start deploying all these 7 mana affinity for artifact cards yet. I was going to say, and we draw a non-land, but no, we draw another land. So we have nothing left. But we do have a pretty massive board presence now. Cast. And then play Chancery. I should probably just bounce basic. I don't really need to try to gain one more life. They Gal Blast plus draw a card. They go down on artifacts to do so. It's fine. They're at 11. Just Chancery, bounce Island, pass. Could have just played Tranquil Cove that turn as well, but I think I like playing Chancery. One thing that would be interesting is adding like a snap or two to this deck, because that's something that we could bring back with like the Archaeomancers, and untapping Chanceries is pretty nice. And we're just getting closer and closer to being blue-white fams with the Evoke plus Renewal package, that is. This deck is good. Okay, they play Darksteel Citadel. They have 5 artifacts, and they just pass. Wow. We just draw another land. Jeez. Okay, let's attack with everything. We have nothing going on. Now I should just play Cove, I think. Because now I can start just playing this next Chancery, bounce Cove. I have plenty of mana now, so now I can just start gaining life slowly. They're at 4. They just didn't do anything last turn? I don't understand. What are they gonna play here? Oh my god, is this a Cannonade? Oh, Perilous Research, sacking Wellspring. That's fine. They're really not progressing their board that much, and they're at 4, and we have 6 power flying. So I don't really know how they get out of this. They have trouble, like, I guess, dealing with flyers, because most of their stuff is just 4/4s, so looks like double Dust to Dust may have been barely enough. Again, okay, we got him. Nice. Beat Affinity there. GG, Blast, and 2-0. This deck just continues to win. Just keeps winning. Like, again, we're not playing against Chatterstorm that much in the leagues, but like been 4-1ing every single league. And I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna probably go to the beach, go have some lunch, hang out with my fiance, and I'll be back for no break for you. So we'll see you in round 3 in just a second here, and I'll be back. Hey, welcome to round 3. We're against Rob85TX. Like I said, was gone. I went to the beach, a couple hours, took the dog, hung out with the girlfriend and family, or fiance and family, I should say. And I'm back. We're here, round 3. Like I said, we're 2-0. Close this. This hand, we're on the draw. This hand's actually not that great. Like, we can't interact for the first couple turns, but I still think I'm just going to keep. I mean, we can hit land drops. We can have, like, Counterspell up turn 3, and if we draw an island, we can have Counterspell up on turn 2. Affinity again. Oh, man, I just feel like I always play against Affinity now, because it's, like, the more popular deck in the leagues. So I feel like I should have even more hate for it. Maybe even, like, 2 Revoke Existence. It's probably what I'm going to change moving forward, because, again, just keep playing against it over and over. They're just going to Prism here or something. Ichor Wellspring, same thing, pretty much. Then I think I'm just going to go Cove, pass. Keep this for a shuffle effect later. Most likely will not need to Dispel, but I won't F6 their turn just in case, like, they Perilous Research or something. Alright, there's 4 artifacts. Another Ichor Wellspring, okay. At least we'll have Counterspell up moving forward. So if they like a Tog or Mirror Enforcer next turn, we can counter that. It's just Tranquil Cove pass, just not doing anything here. Straw is not great for us, obviously, but at least we're like slowly building our mana. Now we have Counterspell. Could just counter something this turn and then Archaeomancer back Counterspell next turn. This is an Atog. Yeah, I'm going to snap counter that. They have Dispel. Jeez. Okay, well, it's pretty good. Atog with Dispel with double Acre Wellspring in play. Rough. Just Soul. Think I should just play Archaeomancer, get back Counterspell, and then chump. Could just die here, but I think this is probably the best line. I don't want to just really evoke Soul of Migration. I don't want to just evoke Muldrifter yet. So, yeah, this seems reasonable. I think we're going to lose this game. Our draw should have maybe just been a mulligan, but I mean, them having the Dispel just made all the difference. Like, if they just didn't have the Dispel and I counter this, then this game is looking totally different. Gear Seeker, okay. I wonder how I win this game. Maybe by, like, drawing a Stonehorn Dignitary. If I block here, they're just going to sack one Wellspring, eat this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm just going to take it. They can't kill me right now. They should have attacked before playing stuff, so then they can threaten like a Team or Battle Rage, because if they just want to sack 2 things, hit for 5, I'm fine with that. They can't like combo it all here, so yeah, they just hit for 3. Nice, now we have another chump blocker next turn. It's not ideal. They can like Galv Blast a blocker out of the way now. Cart Clan Shaman. Okay. Now, should I just cast Muldrifter? I think so. That doesn't die to Shaman. I can chump a Tog, take some damage, maybe find a Stonehorn, and maybe get out of this somehow from there. I wonder if we should do one Archaeomancer, one Mnemonic Wall. I'm not really sure. It might be nice to have the 1-1 split. Just have one that's cheaper and then one with more toughness. But yeah, I think we're losing this game here. We're pretty far behind. Their board is huge. They have a Tog. They have even another card on the table here that they can just eat whenever. Another 4/4. Jeez. Opponent showing the power of Affinity right now. Maybe we can just Death to Dust them in games 2 and 3. All right, let's see. I want to take 9 here. I'm going to block the Atog. I have to. If they have a Team Roll Battle Rage, we die. If I block here, they can Cart Clan this away, but not sure if that, maybe that, I think that might have been wrong. I was hoping to draw like, if I draw Ephemerate, maybe I can do something with this, but they do have the Shaman out as well, so I'm just really not sure, but I think I should jump with Mully D there. It's close. We also just needed like to be on the play this time, so I could have had like Counterspell plus Dispel, which I just didn't have. Yeah, and I think Stonehorn is like the only way I win, like Stonehorn plus Ephemerate, and then start drawing more cards and get out of it that way. Let's go Preordain. There's a Late to Dinner and another Preordain. I think I'm going to bottom Late to Dinner, top Preordain. Bottom, top. Could have just drawn the Late to Dinner as well, but again, I need Stonehorn first and foremost. There's Angelic Renewal. Just don't think that's going to do it right now. I'm just so far behind to this. All right, I think we lose. I guess I keep trying, but don't think there's that much to be done here. I can go Chumpatog, Chump Gear Seeker maybe, and then take 9, and then just die to like a Galv Blast. Yeah, just really not looking good. This is our deck kind of just clunking out. I also, again, kept kind of a clunky hand and Affinity just doing its thing here. I think I want to try adding 2 Revoke Existence to the board and then just taking out like a Negate and a Prohibit. I could take out Negate and Stonehorn. Just don't play against Chatterstorm that much in the leagues. I guess I could take out like Prohibit Stonehorn, but Prohibit might just be better than Negate. Okay, so I'm going to 3. So I died a Galvanic Blast, but there's no possible way to play around that. I guess I should block here so they have to sack 1 thing. Okay, going to 3. And even a top deck Stonehorn is just, I don't think, going to do it. Yeah, they sack 1 thing to eat this. They have 2 cards in hand. Do we get Gal Blasted? They don't even need to do that. So if I go Renewal plus Evoke, I have 5 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm still dead. So I'm just dead. All right. That was a good draw from our Affinity opponent. Nothing we can do there. Let's try bringing in Stonehorns. Just 1 Stonehorn. The dust, the Hydroblasts. Take out Dispel, Prohibit, Seagate, Soul of Migration, Ephemerate, and what's the last card? What am I missing? Do I side out 1 Late to Dinner? Do I side out both Seagates? Yeah, I think I like this. Try the triple Stonehorn 0 Seagate. Stonehorn does seem actually pretty important. I could just try all 4. That just might be too much. Let's just try 3. I like 2 Soul of Migration. All right. Let's do it. This looks good. We're on the play with the turn 3 Dust to Dust. Can't really ask for anything more than this. Can cycle Ashburns for planes, play Chancery on 2, and then play planes on 3 plus Dust to Dust. This on the play is just so much better than the draw as well. Okay. Darksteel plus Star. Get planes. There's another planes. Let's just Chancery. And then, again, just going to plan on playing Dust to Dust next turn. Hopefully they don't leave up like a Spell Pierce or something. Spell Pierce does kind of make sense, at least in the at least as a sideboard card, because it's good against Shatterstorm and it can counter this pretty easily. Most people are oh, they have Duress? No. Damn. Brutal. They're gonna snap off taking Dust to Dust here. Not close. That sucks. That would have been pretty juicy. Maybe we can draw another one. We have 4. No, we can't. All right, let's just draw 2 cards here. I don't want to just do nothing this turn. I don't need to leave up Hydroblast yet. So let's just Divination. There's Renewal. Okay, well that would have been nice to have. Next turn I can go like Renewal plus Journey to Nowhere maybe. We'll see what they do. Can also go like Renewal plus Hydroblast plus Cove if they play in a Tog. They're just gonna Prism. Okay. I don't know if I need to leave up Hydroblast. I don't think I do. Just gonna play Renewal plus Cove. Now we just want to draw like another Mole Drifter or Dust to Dust. Archaeomancer is obviously fine. But that Duress really wrecked us there. We obviously rely on that Dust to Dust pretty heavily. Might just be losing to Affinity here. Even with 4 really good sideboard cards. It's the D-Gen Pauper meta, so what do you expect? Witching Well, okay. I also wonder if just Pyroblast is better against this deck now with Witching Well, Thoughtcast, and their own whatever, just any other blue cards they might play, like any counters or dispels and stuff like that. Well, we can Journey a 4/4. They have two of them, different art. Oh, and there's Counterspell. That's actually pretty good. Oh my god. Can't close this door. Okay. Let's go. Play Island. Play Journey to Nowhere. Just nab one of these. Let's get the one with the better art. This one. Actually, no. Is it this one? I think this is the one I have. Actually, I don't know. Whatever. Neither art is my favorite. I'll say that. Which art do I like better? It's kind of hard to even like tell what's going on with this one. I guess I kind of like this one. I think I play with these just because I think that's what I had. They have a Witching Well. They have a 4/4. We're at 21. We have Hydroblast, Counterspell, and nothing else. We have a Renewal in play, I guess. That's only really good if we find a second Mole Drifter. Can draw cantrips. Can draw more Dust to Dust. Thoughtcast. Let's just counter this. At least try to. They could have Dispel. They have Pyroblast. We don't have Hydroblast up, unfortunately. There's no way for me to do it having the planes in play. Because for me to cast a Journey, I would need to tap this plus Blue Source or Chancery. And they just Thoughtcast into Thoughtcast. Yeah, just kind of getting wrecked. I mean, we needed this to slow them down. Yeah. Now, if we draw Dust Dust, we have to exile these 4/4s. Journey to Nowhere. Alright, let's just Journey one of these. Guess I'll just get the Companion. Pass. The problem is they just have 3 cards on the table. And we have nothing going on. Draws were not great this match as well, so not loving our chances. Just looking to get on to the next match basically here. Looks like going to be a loss for us here. Jeez. 3 Thoughtcasts in the top 22. Your Wellspring. Yeah, I wonder if we just want Pyroblast in this matchup too. Can't be that good. They just have too many colorless threats. I guess they do have Serpent as well. Maybe like 2 Pyroblast just isn't bad. Counters this, counters Serpent. Yeah. Counters Dispel. I mean, we can't obviously cast it in this deck. I'm just saying in general. Might be better than it used to be. Like 2 or 3 Hydro, 2 Pyro. Seems like pretty good in this matchup. Fourth Thoughtcast. Another Ichor Wellspring. Yep. Another Enforcer. 3 cards in hand. Still with the Witching Well on the table. Ponder. It's a good draw. Preordain, Ephemerate. Seems good to take the Preordain, but then if I just Preordain bottom, it's the same as drawing a random card. So I just have to shuffle. It's not going to be good enough there. All right. Stonehorn. Buy a little time here. See if Stonehorn works out. If they like Gallop Blast this, I think I just let that happen. I don't think I Hydroblast that. Save this for a Tog. Try to counter the Atog before it resolves, so that where they can just draw more cards. What is this? 4 mana? Oh, Crack Witching Well, okay. Duh. There's Vault. Wonder if they have Deadly Dispute as well. That would wreck me here. There's a Tog. Okay. See if they have counter backup. Wouldn't be surprised if they do. Nice. Resolved. They have 1 mana left, and they didn't dispel, so I don't think they have it. They skip their combat, and we draw Muldrifter. Huh. Dust to Dust. Okay. I think I just exile their 4/4s here. And then play Plains, attack for 1. They have 3 cards in hand, another card on the table. Definitely in trouble still, but we could get out of this again. Drawing a Muldrifter into draw 4, if that resolves, that could certainly do it. I don't think I can like fight them on their lands anymore. Or Kalemancer into Dust to Dust still wouldn't be bad. Don't know if it's enough. I don't really want to just Dust to Dust 2 Ichor Wellsprings. They add white mana, just maybe because they can. This is gross. What I can do is I can go chump here and then renewal this back to buy time, but it's not great. I do really want to save this for Muldrifter if possible. All right, Ponder is good. Kind of light on blue sources here. And there's Molly D. Okay. So we're going to keep that. Try to evoke it right now. Don't Pyroblast me. They basically need Pyroblast because Galvblast doesn't do it. They're going to draw 2 right now to try to find it. They don't want us to draw 4. I definitely would rather, I think, evoke than just cast. I want to draw 4 right now, and I'm down to just use renewal. I mean, I guess I could cast and get a free chump, but down to just go for this draw 4. Nice. Draw 2. We know what we're drawing. And then sack renewal here. Draw 2 more. And then probably preordain. Oh, there's Ephemerate. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to block and then Ephemerate either of these. Not sure which one yet. Let's just lead on preordain. There's another Stonehorn Dignitary and another renewal. I do like this. I do like this. I could just, yeah, it's actually kind of safe to just play renewal. Yeah, let's just top. And then I can go play Angelic Renewal. If they play like a removal spell in response, I have Ephemerate up. Nice. Now I can just continue to draw cards here. I died to Fling, but that's already true anyway. I can just plan on chumping the Atog and then start playing more Stonehorns. I need to draw more cards right now. That's what I need. I want to try to find a window to resolve this. Gear Seeker Serpent, that's fine. We need an Archaeomancer at this point for this to go with this Ephemerate. Okay, I like seeing just a bunch of creatures because I have the Stonehorn. Let's let them attack here. I'll block the Atog with the Muldrifter. Take the 4, go to 9. And I think I just let renewal happen. Just don't go for the Ephemerate. Maybe I go for it now. They had to sack one thing, and then I keep this around. I think I'd rather just trigger this and then still have Ephemerate. Yeah, let's just let this happen. I'm gonna use it, draw 2. We can claw back in this game. I think I'm gonna go for the Ephemerate end of turn because I have this Stonehorn as well. Yeah, let's go for this. Draw 2 more. They have the Galvblast or they have Dispel. Okay, they have Dispel. They're down to 1 card. Okay, at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Not quite enough to do all this. Resolving that ephemerate would have been nice. We died to a fling at any time. So that's just going to be true. Can't block this. I think I need to Stonehorn here. I wonder if I want to evoke Soul. Probably do, just to put more stuff into play. Let's go play Stonehorn. And then I can attack for 2 in the air. Let's go play Island. Cast with Evoke. Should have left up double blue here. That was a kind of an error. Just make 2 1/1s with flying isn't great, but it's what we got. Then attack for 2. They're skipping 1 combat right now. Don't know if playing that soul was correct. I think it is. We really just need to draw Archaeomancer here. Archaeomancer, get back Ephemerate, and then Ephemerate the Archaeomancer, go from there. Hopefully they just have a land in hand. They don't have a combat. There's a late to dinner. Okay. So what do we have? We have nothing. Just a soul of... Oh, we have a Molly-D. We have Molly-D. I didn't want to just late to dinner this. I think I do want to late to dinner a Molly-D. Let's just start with that. Draw some more cards. Get a food token, not bad. Missed pretty hard there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Suppose I'm just casting Soul of Migration, attacking for 4 in the air. That's all I can do. If they make this unblockable, I can still block everything else. So no way to make them skip any more combats at this point. We're like almost turning the corner. We're just not quite there. And gonna have to start doing some chumping here. I'd like to keep 1 Stonehorn in play. 1 in the graveyard is fine. Have a bunch of mana. They can always activate this. So I do have to block everything. Duress me? Please do it. Nice. I mean, don't do it if you have Fling also as your last card, but I don't think that... I think they just top deck Duress and they have like a land. Yep, nice. Okay, we're not dead. That's a good sign. So I have to block everything. They're going to activate here, hit us to 4. You can always crack food, go up to 7 to survive, and then we have to triple chump again. That is fine. So we do have to basically throw away 3 creatures here. What do I want to block a Tog with? Probably Stonehorn. Also, let's see. I do have to block everything. They're at 13. How much power do I have in the air? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not enough to kill anyway. So I think I go block here. I guess I can just team up on one of their 4/4s to just take it out. And like, they can trade for some of my stuff here. I want to leave a Stonehorn in play in case we draw Ephemerate. But this way they trade for Moe-D plus Bird or Soul. And I get to kill 1 thing. And they have to sack 2 artifacts in order to take out Stonehorn. I like this block. I mean, I don't love it for us, but we have a lot of good draws still. Archaeomancer, another Ephemerate. All these can potentially win us the game. Maybe it was better to just chump with 1 thing in order to have more power. So if I do draw Ephemerate or Archaeomancer, I have more power in the air. But I'm not sure. They've actually outdrawn us a little. We're at 4. We can go up to 7. See what we draw. I don't want to crack this on upkeep. Preordain. That's a huge draw. Nice. Oh no, not like this. Okay. Staying alive, staying alive. There's Ephemerate, nice. Bottom, top. Think it would be too greedy to Ephemerate the Mully D? Would it? I mean, I get to draw two. I think just making them skip their combat's got to be better. So I can attack with everything and then Ephemerate the Stonehorn. Play a land to gain one, gain three off food. They go to six. I have six power in the air, so yeah, definitely Ephemerate this right now. Gain one, then gain two. Gain one, then gain three right now. We might be able to. Yeah, we just got it. Nice. Because they didn't have any outs to our flyers, and I guess this means they don't have Fling in the deck post board. Because why would they concede if they had Fling in the deck? So good to know. Good to know. They could side it in, obviously, for game three, but Stonehorn was pretty instrumental there, winning. And they have multiple copies of Duress. I mean, I'm just going to have to be fine with that. I think I like this setup still. Let's run it. All right, we got this. Thought I was going to lose that game after they took the dust to dust and they were kind of going off, but we were able to like turn the tables and they kind of fizzled out. Like they lost. They like kind of not fizzled out, but petered out there. Oh man, look at all these good cards with no lands to cast them. They mulligan to six as well. It's mulligan. And this is a keep on six for sure. I don't necessarily want Dust to Dust in my opening hand. I also want it like to draw it when I can cast it on turn three. So I think I'm just putting back Ponder. I guess I could put back Archaeomancer. This is so slow right now. They'd rather just have more cantrips, I think. Okay, they just tap land. Sure. There's Renewal. I wonder if I should cycle right now. Get Plains. I don't think so. Let's just preordain. Could have pondered as well. Wait to dinner and island. I think land's got to be good enough. Maybe not, but I do want to continually hit land drops here. I might just go preordain plus Chancery next turn. Then I can't Dust to Dust. It's close. There's Ephemerate. Let's go preordain. Journey to Nowhere and Stonehorn Dignitary. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to just top these. It's just not that proactive, though. I think it might just be good enough. Stonehorn seems like it's actually pretty good against them. Especially if they just play a bunch of 4/4s. I'm going to try top top. Don't know if that's right, though. Chancery back up to 7. Pass. Just developing our mana slowly. It's kind of what this deck does. We have a Ponder still. We're drawing the Stonehorn next turn. They just turn 3 Thoughtcast. No Duress, okay? I think what I like doing is just playing Renewal, playing Island, and then plan on just cycling for Plains and just waiting on Ponder. I could play Ponder right now, and then maybe play Renewal also, and then like Ash Barrens on upkeep. I guess that's better. I guess it's better to Ponder now. Soul of Migration, Ephemerate. I mean, I could just go on the Soul of Migration plan. I'm playing Renewal this turn. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep these and just make a bunch of flyers and then play a Stonehorn if I need to. So guess I draw Ephemerate last. Then I just draw Tranquil Cove so they don't know about Soul Migration if they duress me. And then just play Renewal. Pass. And then next turn I can just go Island, Soul of Migration, make 6 power in the air. I mean, it also depends on what they do. I don't want to have to Stonehorn yet, but I may have to. This is just a 4/4. Okay, I can just ignore a 4/4 for a turn. If that's their draw is pretty anemic here. It's not very good. I maybe should have also waited on this one more turn, because then I could have had Ephemerate up, but I didn't do that. And again, maybe I needed to. Okay. They're gonna Gal Blast this. They have to have Gal Blast, right? I should have waited. Should have just Stonehorn this turn, probably. Yeah. Because if I Stonehorn, then they Gal Blast, I just let that happen. Then next turn I play like, I guess I don't even have double white still. I guess this is fine. And take 4 here. Ichor Wellspring, okay. I kind of want to save Journey if they for like a potential Atog that they have, but I'm gonna just probably Stonehorn next turn plus Tranquil Cove. Yeah, I need to Stonehorn. Hope they don't have another Gal Blast and they have a Tog. Jeez. Okay, well, definitely playing this. I'm drawing Ephemerate. They have 1 card left. I have to hope they don't have Gal Blast and I can start flickering this and like raise them in the air. If they have Gal Blast, could get pretty rough here. Let's go Stonehorn, Tapland. I don't have double white, so there's no way to have Ephemerate up. Really need to be able to flicker this next turn. Because I should have attacked with my birds first, technically. Probably doesn't matter, though. They're probably just taking 4. Okay, maybe getting them to use the Gal Blast on the Soul Migration might work out for me. They have another card here. They can't attack this turn, though. Maybe I just want 4 Stonehorns in this matchup. Maybe it is just that good. It, like, time walks them in a way. Oh god, another Atog? Okay. Don't hate that. It's not an answer to this. Okay, kind of doing it. We have double FM here. So probably want to Ephemerate on their upkeep. So let's just Ash Barrens for planes, attack for 4 in the air, then go for the Ephemerates on their upkeep. Have a 4 power in the air clock. It's not bad. And I want to do this on their upkeep, so if they have interaction, they have to spend the mana on their turn. I guess they could have double Gal Blast with their last cards. I just don't really see that as a possibility, so down to just go for this on upkeep. Make them skip their combat step, make their whole board not really do anything. They have Dispel. Wow. Okay, so that gets dispelled, but we have another one. They can't dispel this, so they need Gal Blast. Nice. They skip this combat, and then they're going to skip their next combat too, because Ephemerate's going to come back down. Okay, 4/4 doesn't do anything. Not yet. And another Atog. Okay, 0 cards. No combat here and no combat next turn. We need them to skip 1 more combat. This is a really close game. These journeys not doing that much against this huge board. Another FM. Archaeomancer. OED. Soul of Migration. That might actually be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to just evoke it. I think I might as well evoke it. They're only skipping 1 more combat right now. Alternatively, I can just play 2 journeys this turn. I think playing the Flyers is better. It's pretty close here. I'm only still going to have 6 power in the air. Hmm. They have 0 cards. So if I go Journey, Journey, and what? I would take out. I guess the Atogs don't really do that much in multiples. What if I Journey, Journey 2/4/4s? Then they skip this next combat. And then I attack for 4 down to 4. Then if I draw a land, I can hard cast this, get 1 more blocker. I guess it's better to just fire off these journeys. Just gonna journey away 2 of the 4/4s. Kind of a weird line from us, but I think we might as well just do it. Because if we draw a land, we want to be able to hard cast this, get 1 more blocker, and we still have a 2 turn clock. So we just need to survive. They skip this combat, but then they get their next combat. Okay, so they get one more. They get their combat next turn. As of right now, we need to survive. We're gonna have 3 blockers at least. There's Dust to Dust. So we have 6 mana. So it's weirdly probably better to evoke Soul of Migration now, because then I can go block bird and a Tog with 2 birds, then block a Tog with Stonehorn, take 12. If they draw Galvanic Blast, we don't lose to that. If I Dust to Dust 2/4/4s, I only have 1 blocker for a Tog, and then they could potentially kill us with the other Togs. So I think I just need to do this, then attack for 4, and then hope they just draw a land or just like something that doesn't really matter, like another 4/4 or, a Witching Well or just something like that. Okay. They need to top deck this turn because we do have 3 blockers, 1 for each Atog. Take 12, go to 5. Galv Blast. I guess Galv Blast does it because they Galv Blast one of our blockers and then kill us with the Togs. So that actually does it. Okay. Just gonna block all the Atogs here. What a match. Really close. Taking 12. Don't have top deck something. Nice. We got him. Woo! Wins the match. I did not think we were going to win that match, but the deck came through. Stonehorn actually doing work. I still think 3 might be the correct number, but Stonehorn really did work in that match. Wow. That was impressive. 3-0 with the deck, just beating Affinity twice here. Let's go round 4. See you there. All right, 3-0. Welcome to round 4. We're going for it here. We're against Bleach Boy again. Would you like to play first? Yes. I think Bleach Boy is on mono blue. Is that right? We'll see, I guess. Suppose we keep this hand. Kind of awkward, but I think it's good enough. We just have good spells. We have slow mana, but we have blue and white sources. I think it's just what we want. Now do I want to just lead Evolving Wilds on one? Or do I want to lead Ashburns? I guess I'm just leading Evolving Wilds. Just play top land into Chancery, probably. I guess I can go Ponder into Chancery next turn. Yeah, it's Affinity. Okay. Let's go Island. Just Affinity, like every single match here. It's kind of what you would expect, right? Okay, there's Renewal and Soul of Migration. It's probably just good enough cards to draw in general. So I'm playing Chancery this turn. Next turn I can play Renewal plus Cycle Ashburns, and then the turn after I can just evoke Soul of Migration. I guess that's the line. Could have left up Prohibit this turn as well. I'd have to have played Ashburns, but I think I like this line better. Just go like this. Chancery, bounce Island, pass. So we had tap land into tap land, but we still, were able to play the turn 2 Ponder there, so that was nice. I really like the Ponders over the Brainstorms. Brainstorm, just like Brainstorm Shuffle is even more clunky to do generally. And I do just like ponders in my opening hands better, which is I think more important than shuffling away dead cards in the late game with brainstorm in this deck because you want a lot of lands also. So like shuffling away extra lands doesn't always make sense. Sometimes it's good, but I like the ponder preordain. And if they said I think we've played before, I remember your deck being really sweet. I think Bleach Boy beat us last time. I'm not 100% confident on that, but I think they did. Again, I'm not sure. Let's just go Island, Renewal, and then pass. Probably have to tell Bleach Boy to check out the channel if they don't know about it. How could you not remember Blue White Evoke, though? The Gal Blast us? That's so aggressive. Whoa. Pretty sure you won, but it was close. I guess somebody can go back and look at the VODs or the last video when we played Bleach Boy. I'm not gonna go look and find it. Okay, are they playing a Tog? They have double star in play. They trying to hit land drops? I can't believe they Gal Blasted us like that. They cycle Companion, sure. They had 5 artifacts, so they could have played Companion, but I guess they didn't have any more lands. Maybe they go play C and then play some more 4/4s out here. Play 1. Do they have another one? They do. And another one. Wow. Okay, well, looks like we might be playing Stonehorn Dignitary here. Take 2, go to 14, and then have them at least skip 1 combat. They have 2 cards on the table. Ugh. Yeah, Soul of Migration doesn't really do anything against this board. Right, let's go get planes. Oh, I didn't draw the soul. I shuffled away the soul. Wasn't thinking about that. I mean, I guess that's actually fine at this point. I need to draw like Ephemerate and keep making them skip combats. But yeah, this is looking sketchy. They just see this is also a problem with Stonehorn because without the ability to have Ephemerate or an Ephemerate loop going, like having them skip 1 combat's not necessarily enough. Like I need to start chaining it, but oh, they hit Thoughtcast. Ugh. Sketch. I always feel like I need the Dust to Dusts. And a Tog, geez. Okay, well we have to journey that. Okay, so I guess the line is double journey, block 1 thing, take 10, go to 4. Guess that's all I can do. So let's do it. I guess I could have Archaeomancered back Ponder. Felt like I needed to double journey here. Could also choose to chump with the Stonehorn, stay at a higher life total, and then use the renewal on the Stonehorn. That's actually a decent option. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to chump Enforcer here, take 8, go to 6. Oh, wow. They should knock out Blast right now. Yeah, I'm going to chump. I think having them skip combat guaranteed next turn is worth. I'm going to use this. They skip their next combat. And then I can Archaeomancer back Ponder, look for Ephemerate. Yeah, and then maybe start looping. There's Preordain. All right, lead with this. There's another Preordain. Let's go bottom. So they're already skipping their next combat here. So let's top. Didn't see Stonehorn last time. Yeah, seems to be pretty key in this matchup. Also might want to just leave up Prohibit here. It's pretty close. And then I can like counter a Gal Blast or something, or just anything they might draw. I don't hate just leaving up Prohibit. Let's just go Preordain. There's Dispel. No, I don't want these. There's Counterspell. I mean, Archaeomancer back Preordain is like the most efficient. I'm just going to do that actually. Just get back Preordain. Because I need to find Ephemerate here in order to win. Okay, they drew land. Oh, they're making... Okay, yeah, they can't attack this turn. They can't attack this turn. They were going to make this unblockable. That doesn't actually work. Okay, we have a Preordain. We have 4 Ephemerate in the deck. We've already looked through some cards. All right, do work, Preordain. Cantrips are busted. Okay, that's not what we want. There it is. That is what we want. That's the lock, I think. Right, let's just play Plains, do this right. And then next turn I can just have them skip combats indefinitely here. As long as they don't draw anything. This buys us time to find some flyers. Dotcast. No thank you. Now I can get back Counterspell at some point too, perhaps. I have to flicker Ephemerate, flicker out Archaeomancer on upkeep. Let's set this up so I can start looping more quickly. Archaeomancer, and then we should have always yielded to that, I suppose. Set that up. Let's get back Ephemerate, then yield to this. Now we have the loop here, like I said. We can have them skip every combat, and we have Prohibit. If we find more stuff, we can start getting back counters. If we find more Ephemerates, basically, then we can start returning spells. We're at 6, so we're relatively safe. We do, again, still need to draw something else, but we have a Prohibit at least. Let's yield to that. Pass. And then just keep doing that every turn. I'll prohibit like an Ichor Wellspring or a Prism. I won't prohibit a 2/2. They have 4 Frogmites in the deck. That's a lot of Frogmites. I don't think that's actually that great to do. Let's get back a Fem. There's a Soul of Migration. Perfect. So now I go play Island, Ephemerate Stonehorn, and then go 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast. This actually gets a clock down. Nice. I could have just evoked the Soul of Migration to leave up Prohibit, but I think this is actually just better. And they concede to this. Nice. Woo! Can't believe we won that one either. The Stonehorn lock. Journey taking away the Atog for the potential to get for them to draw Fling. Nice. Dust to Dust. Hydroblast. Stonehorn. Soul of Migration. Both. Actually, Seagate does get better since they have. We saw 3 Frogmites. I mean, they're probably going to side some out, right? I think Dispel and Prohibit are both decent as well, but there just feels like there's just no room. Don't really want to cut a Renewal. It's just pretty nice with Stonehorn and the other cards. Could cut one Late to Dinner, but kind of like those as well. Could even just cut one Journey to Nowhere. Because I want to rely more on the Stonehorn lock. Like, what if I side out Journeys and side in all 4 Stonehorns? That's a reasonable plan. Never really thought about that, but Journey to Nowhere, taking out the Atogs, is pretty massive. Maybe I just want to go full Stonehorn. I can try it. What if I just do something like weird like this? Then I get to keep all 4 Ephemerates as well. I don't know if this is good, but I'm gonna try it. They get to sit there with Atogs on the battlefield potentially, but I have the Hydroblasts and counter spells to counter the flings, and a lot of times they're gonna side out one fling, so maybe just rely on Stonehorns and just try to ignore all their creatures and then attack them in the air. I think we're supposed to keep this. There's no Dust to Dust in this hand. This hand is pretty clunky. I think I'm actually just going to mulligan. Just going to try for better. All right, this is a lot better. So glad I mulliganed. Let's just get a Soul of Migration out of here. Keep all the lands. Whew! This looks good. This looks good. I can just Wilds for Island. And then I can go turn 2 Chancery, turn 3 Dust to Dust. I can also just turn 2 Renewal, turn 3 Dust to Dust, and ignore the Chancery. I guess they could have Spell Pierce here. They're not playing anything on 2, which is kind of weird. I think I'm just going to play Chancery. Don't want to get Spell Pierced, really. Could beat with the Renewal, though. I don't really need it. Is pretty tempting. I think I'm going to just try to bait with Renewal. If they have Spell Pierce, hopefully they just counter this. They don't. Okay. Nice Cycle Companion. So they just have maybe a land light draw here. Probably just going to slam Dust to Dust almost no matter what here. See if they play any 4/4s that I have to kill. Taking them down on lands is just so nice. See what they do. Hopefully nothing too crazy. Wouldn't care really if they play a Tog, because then I can just Dust to Dust 2 lands. They're drawing a card. They're going to Thoughtcast, Crack Star. Just cracking Star for Gear Seeker Serpent. Okay, well, that's a big thing, but yeah, I mean, I'm just going to Dust to Dust their 2 lands for sure. Just ignore that 5/6 for now. Can't Stonehorn Dignitary or Counterspell next turn, but maybe they don't have lands. They had to Cycle Companion, so maybe if we can just beat this, we can get there. Oh, they have a Great Furnace. Don't love seeing that. I guess I can just play Stonehorn this turn. Yeah, I have a Renewal out, so if they Gallop Blast this, I'll just bring this back, have them skip 2 combats. They Cycle Companion to get more lands. Don't hate that. It's like dealing with their 4/4s in a way. They do have now good mana. There's Witching Well, sure. I mean, we get to have Counterspell up. We're out of gas, though. We need to draw a Muldrifter here. So we can go Evoke Muldrifter, draw 4. There's a Frogmite, sure. And a Mirror Enforcer, geez. Okay, well, other Stonehorn is pretty nice. We're on the full 4 Stonehorn plan here. Let's have them just keep skipping combats, I suppose. If they kill these, they just skip even more combats. Preordained, love it. Dust to Dust, nice. And Archaeomancer. Yeah, this is going to be a top for sure. So I'm not going to be able to Dust to Dust with Counterspell up. They're not also skipping any more combats here. Because if I play Plains, I still only have 1 blue source this turn. I think I need to give them their this next combat step here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think maybe I just draw Dust to Dust and play it, exiling 2 lands. I could also just exile these 2 creatures, and then that really cuts down on their clock. At least go for that. Yeah, it's just top, top. Oh, I should have just exiled land plus Mirror Enforcer or Witching Well plus Mirror Enforcer. That was a mistake. That was a pretty big mistake. See if that punishes us. I can take 5 here, and then Archaeomancer into Dust to Dust. Yeah, I should have exiled like Mirror. The 2/2 wasn't doing anything. Damn, that was a mistake. That's a pretty bad mistake. Kicking myself already. I mean, I guess exiling their lands isn't doing that much here. Maybe just taking down their board is better. But I should have exiled this. That's a draw 2. They couldn't crack it last turn. Now they can crack it. Like, that's a huge, like, Mirror Enforcer plus Witching Well was the correct call there. Damn. I think I'm just going to take 5 if they attack. I should probably just chump and trigger renewal. No, actually, no, I won't. I'll just take 5, and then I can play Archaeomancer, so if that dies, then I can bring it back with renewal. Seems good. We have 2 cards left. Double dusted us and still not out of it. Let's just go to 10. There's a Tog. Okay, that's scary. What? Oh, they have Fling? Okay, well, we die. Just double dusted us, not enough. Damn. So we could have chumped there to survive, but they had the Atog plus Fling. Okay. Wonder if the 4 Stonehorn plan is where I want to be. Or do I want any journeys? I don't usually side out Journey. I mean, it also is good at dealing with random 4/4s. Let's go back to the usual plan. Do I go down 1 late to dinner? Try this. Let's try this. I think I like 1 Seagate. They're still showing some Frogmites. All right, let's keep. His hand's maybe not even good enough, but I have all these cantrips. I think I'm just supposed to keep 7. I don't want to have like a bad 6. All right, I mean, I guess this is functional, right? I can go Ponder plus Chancery next turn. Okay, Springleaf Drum, wow. Ponder. Kind of want to just draw these. Might not draw the Evolving Wilds. We'll see. Couldn't have left up Counterspell there anyway. Kind of awkward. We'll see what they do here. If they could have like a crazy Frogmite draw this game. Yep. I just don't like Springleaf Drum that much as a card. Here, oh, they 7/7 or they not 7/7. They Mirror Enforcer. Okay. I think I like going Island and then just maybe go Journey to Nowhere this, and then pass the turn with Island up. I have Hydroblast up for like an Atog, and then if I don't need to, I can just Ash Baron and shuffle away the Evolving Wilds and then cantrip next turn. I think that's the line. Just take this out, pass the turn. Cantripping next turn is still going to be solid, so I like this. Don't care about Frogmite that much. If they Atog, I'll just counter it. Or at least try to with the Hydroblast. They have 3 cards in hand. That's not that much. Companion. I don't love seeing that. Kind of need more blue sources, but I also need white source if I... Spirtle. I also need a white source if I want to draw Dust to Dust, which I do want to draw. Maybe should have drawn the Evolving Wilds, but I think that's just too awkward. I think I'm going to Ash Barrens for Plains here. This is so close. We're like kind of getting wrecked, but we're close to turning the corner. Another Thoughtcast. Draw 3. Oh man. Kind of getting wrecked at this point. They can play even more 4/4s. Oh man. So now I think the line is if get planes, just see what we draw. Dust to dust. Island. Let's go Preordain. There's Renewal plus Mole Drifter. I'm just feeling like, yeah, that's good, but we're just too far behind. Could bottom, because I don't want to just really take 8 damage this turn. And then even if I like top Renewal, play it, and then evoke Mole Drifter, that just feels like too slow. I'm just gonna bottom. It's really weird, but I just feel like I need to find something. Okay. There's Renewal, huh? Just making me draw it. How do we get out of this? I could play a Ponder right now. Kind of want to leave up Hydroblast still. Let's do it. Let's just pass. This is not looking great. And with 8 power, I guess I can also find Stonehorn Dignitary. They're leaving Frogmite back for red mana. I actually like seeing that. Because I can just I can use my Hydroblast now. Just try to counter that. Nice. We're at 12. No Dust to Dust yet. So do I start with Ponder? Or do I start with Evoke Mole Drifter? I think I start with Ponder, because if I draw Dust to Dust, I can exile this plus this. Or even this plus this. Both are pretty decent options. I also have this counter spell. So if I play planes, evoke Mole Drifter, leave up counter spell. Alright, I actually like that line the best. Let's just do it. Draw 4, back up to 7 cards, and then try to turn the corner this way. There's Stonehorn Dignitary Archaeomancer, nice. Let's say yes. Draw 2 more cards. I can even consider chumping with Mole Drifter here, just to keep my life total a bit higher. Not sure about that. Definitely pass with Counterspell up. I mean, if they attack with, let's say, everything, I think I just trade Mole Drifter for a Frogmite even. Prism. I think I want to just Counterspell this. Their mana is kind of rough right now. See what they attack with. Everything. So I could go to 6, trade here. I think that's good. Could also just not block. No, then I go to 4. Could also go to 8. I think I like just trading. I'll try to win the long game here. Set up this loop, perhaps. Something like that if I find an Ephemerate. Okay. Draw land. Let's just lead on Ponder. Late to dinner. Late to dinner is actually not bad. Because I can just draw the late to dinner, shuffle away these 2 extra lands. Yeah, I like it. Because then if they deal with this Stonehorn, I can get it back. Let's just do this. Draw late to dinner. This is kind of similar to like a brainstorm in a way, because we're drawing 1 card, shuffling away the other 2 bad ones. Let's go Stonehorn Dignitary. They skip their combat, and then let's just go Evolving Wilds pass. Probably getting Island. Definitely gonna fetch it with this Wilds though. This is so close. We don't have anything great to Archaeomancer back. I mean, I can Archaeomancer back a counterspell or a cantrip, which is decent. If they just Gallblast the Stonehorn, I actually don't hate that. Oh wow, they're going face? That's pretty scary. Because they could easily have a second Gallblast. We're at 2. Oh man, this is so close. Let's get Island. Tap. Tranquil Cove. Okay. So now I have to either Archaeomancer back, Hydroblast, or Counterspell, one or the other. Alternatively, I can late to dinner back Mole Drifter and Crack Clue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana potentially. They're going to draw 2 cards with Witching Well. This is just so close. I think I like going for the Archaeomancer get back Counterspell line here. And then play a tap land. Yep, let's do this. I think getting back Counterspell is better than Hydroblast. Could be wrong about that too. Could also get Cantrip, look for a Flicker effect, but this gives me 2 blockers and a Counterspell, so I can block both, counter Galvblast. I think this is where I want to be. It was a pretty aggressive Galvanic Blast. I kind of want this to go to the graveyard so I can late to dinner it. Just buy more time. I'm going to get back Counterspell here. And then play a Cove. Then maybe late to dinner plus Crack Food is going to be a good line a bit later here. Archaeomancer, get back Counterspell. Really close here. Tranquil Cove, pass. I could also chump with the Archaeomancer. Okay, they draw 2. That was expected. And then late to dinner back Archaeomancer. Get back Cantrip, looking for... I think I have to let this resolve now. It's just too greedy to do anything else at this point. There's Great Furnace, so they could have double Galvblast. Okay. I think I want to leave Stonehorn in play, actually. Because then I can just find Ephemerate. Go like this, and I can late to dinner back Archaeomancer or Mole Drifter. Both are pretty solid. Yeah, this looks fine. Like, couldn't really counter anything there because I have to counter. I need to counter like a Galvblast. Okay. So I think the line is. I mean, I could also late to dinner back Archaeomancer, get back Hydroblast, and then just plan on block again. I think I like that actually. So let's go play planes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have triple blue up still. Let's go late to dinner back Archaeomancer. Get back Hydroblast. And I think I'm going to try to crack blue right now. Get back Hydro. Let's get back Hydroblast first, obviously. Because I can crack clue like on their upkeep. Now we have food token. A red elemental blast the Archaeomancer. I mean, I think that's... I can just let that resolve, right? I think I can let that resolve. Yeah, I'm gonna let it resolve. Can't play too scared at this point. I think crack food is worth right now. Not sure about this line either. Okay, let's pass. think I'm just blocking Frogmite going to 2 and then leaving up Hydro. Still looking for Ephemerate here. I think going to 2 is fine. I want this in play still. Super close here, super close. Okay, there's an Enforcer. Just gonna let that resolve. I will cycle Ash Barrens because I have the Hydro now. So close here. They have 2 cards left. Okay. It's not like I have double counter anyway for a burn spell, so I think I'm safe to cycle this. Let's go get Plains. Can also still draw Dust to Dust. We haven't found them yet. Let's untap. So I'm at 2. I guess the question is now, do I hardcast Muldrifter? And I think the answer to that is yes. Can still hardcast a Stonehorn. Oh man, I have to counter this. Otherwise I lose. Draw an Ephemerate here. They have 1 card left. Dust to Dust. Okay, that could do it as well. It has to resolve, but I have to go for this, otherwise I lose. Okay, that worked. I mean, if they had Gallop Blast, they would just play it, right? They have a lot of good draws. It's a redraw. Add red mana. No Gallop Blast, please. No Fling. There's a Tog. Okay, and land. Okay. We're still alive. We're still alive. Counterspell. Okay, we're going to have to chump. We have double counter, though. We have, I guess, just 1 turn of chumping here. Can counter anything they do. So I have to still top deck next turn. Man, this is close. I guess I can trade Muldrifter for Frogmite and then block here. No, I need this in play still. And I need Muldrifter in play too. Oh, they're just attacking with that. So obviously I have to block. I'm trying to decide which one to block with. Do I want to draw more cards with Stonehorn? Or do I want to have it in play to force them to skip more combats? I'm at 3. I guess I could have taken this also. I think I want to draw more cards. If I draw an Ephemerate, I want to draw more cards. And I can block the Atog with Muldrifter, and then flicker the Atog and have double counter up to protect it. Okay. This is so close. I forgot that we gained the 1, which is actually pretty crucial. They know about 1 counterspell. Oh, we draw land. No. Alright, I have to chump a Tog, go to 1. And then top deck something good. Now we can't flicker. Oh man, looks like we might be going down here. Let's block here, go to 1. They sack an artifact. So close. Yep. They sack the drum. Makes sense. We go to 1. 1 is not 0. They play a land. Journey to Nowhere doesn't do it. Journey to Nowhere last turn would have done it. Damn. Now we just die to a Frogmite. Brutal. GG's. Gotta tell him to check out the channel. Let's concede. Let's go out on our own terms here. Oh, that was so close. I guess I should have gotten back cantrip and just hoped hope they didn't have another like Gal Blast because we never got to use the counters. Ah, I was so close, so close. There goes my 5-0. I mean, we should have probably lost game two also. I have no idea how we almost won that. So 3-1, still a good record. Let's go for the mono 4-1s like this deck always does. See you in round five. All right, welcome back. Round five. We're 3-1 after that devastating loss against Affinity. I've been trying to finish this league all day. Honestly, I've been popping back, hanging with the fam, hanging with the fiance, and now we've had some dinner, we had some drinks, and I'm back for round five. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. This hand just doesn't really function that well. Yeah, we can turn two renewal, but that's all we can really do. We can turn one, get planes, and then turn two renewal, but it's just not quite good enough. So let's just mulligan. And this one we can keep. I think I'm just putting back Stonehorn Dignitary in the dark because I could maybe turn four Soul of Migration, Evoke, and then turn five Late to Dinner, just go from there. But I don't know if I need Stonehorn yet, so let's just put that back. Ice Tunnel, okay, it's probably Blue Black Fae. I think I'm just gonna Tranquil Cove pass. That way I can play Journey on two if I want. And I can also just play double cantrip on two. We'll see what they do. Delver. Okay, it's Blue Black Delver and Evolving Wild. I'm just gonna journey that while they're tapped out. And then play some cantrips next turn. Gotta watch out for Gurmag Angler from them, but I like this matchup in general. Yeah, they have counters, they have good removal, but we just have so much value. Our hand's not great, but it's also not terrible. Oh wow, Behold the Multiverse? It's kind of surprising. Don't see this card as much as you used to pre-MH2. All right, let's go preordain. Ephemerate. I don't think I can afford to draw Ephemerate right now. Let's go bottom top, just so we can guaranteed hit a land, and then just play another preordain. Looking for even more lands, probably. Angelic Renewal and Ephemerate. Kind of want to draw Angelic Renewal because I could play it next turn and then Soul of Migration with Evoke and then just immediately get it back with this renewal. This Ephemerate's also not bad. I just feel like renewal is good in this matchup. I think I'm going to bottom top. Because, again, next turn I can ponder plus renewal. Can also just Seagate Oracle. We'll see what they do, but this is looking decent here. Yeah, they just cast Behold. Okay, it's fine. And they went one top, one bottom, play a land, and pass. Let's play Ponder. If they countered that, that would be fine. Man, no lands. I guess I could just... I'm just going to shuffle. Just wanted to draw lands there, didn't. Just play renewal. That was pretty rough. Had a lot more chances to draw lands. If they have counterspell, they should probably just counter this. Otherwise, they're going to have to counter every Evoke creature we play after this. I feel like they should just counterspell this. Wow, they don't. I think people like don't really respect this card enough right now. Not saying we're in a great spot. They cycle Fumes. Wow, Fumes is actually pretty good against us. They obviously don't know our list, which also helps. Delver, sure. They're tapping out for Thorn? If we draw an untapped land and evoke this, it's going to be pretty bad for them. I'm going to evoke this rather than play Mole Drifter because they need another Fumes. And this is just great. We're just likely to be able to take the Monarch here. Nice. Just make 6 power flying against Thorn. Seems great. And they don't flip Delver. I guess they have a Thorn out, but I can just take one and then easily attack back and take the Monarch and then protect the Monarch. Yeah, I'm just going to take... I guess they can Ninja, but They're just blue-black Delver. I don't think they have Ninja in the deck. Blue-black playing Delver doesn't usually have the Fey package with Ninja. They just play Delver, Gurmagging, or Augur of Bolas, and a bunch of interaction, yeah. And they take Duress. Sure. They can Duress. They choose not to. Okay, so they have Counterspell up here. Good to know, good to know. I think I just want to attack with 2 birds. Yeah, let's just attack with double bird. Try to take the Monarch here and then hold the Monarch. Okay, nice. And then I think I'm just going to play Seagate Oracle. Could evoke Mole Drifter, but I like waiting on that. I can hardcast this. They might just counterspell this, and then that's fine. This is like my worst threat, basically. Just Define Blocker as well. Cast down, sure. An Ephemerate there would have been so good. All right, I only get to take one of these, and I think I'm taking land over Dispel. Both are actually pretty good. But I think I want to hit a land drop. It's pretty close, actually. Dispel is pretty solid here. Because then if I take Dispel and draw another land, it's actually really good. This is pretty close. I do need to draw another land, but then I could late dinner Soul of Migration with this spell up. I'm just going to take Dispel. It just seems so good in this matchup. Get to draw a card with Monarch as well. We don't get to hit a land drop that turn, but I feel like it's worth it overall. And they still have, oh, they still have Duress. I should have taken land. Now they can just Duress this away, but then I guess they're not taking this. I think it's fine. Cast down. I think I'm just gonna Dispel this to use it, and if they want to Duress this away, then that's fine. I get to use the Dispel, and they Dispel back. Wow. Classic degen meta Pauper here. So if they attack with everything, I'm just going to trade for Delver. Wonder if I just go block here. Then I can Stonehorn, and then they kind of have to counter it. I think I like just holding on to the Monarch. I'm going to just be able to win the card advantage battle likely, so. Alright, they definitely have Counterspell up. Why don't I just play Stonehorn Dignitary? They're probably going to counter it. And then I can just maybe attack for 2 at this point. Yep. Okay, let's attack for 2, because now I'm not just chumping, I don't think, and I don't think I'm double blocking Delver either. Then they can just Duress me. Another Stonehorn. That's actually a pretty good draw. Duress. They have their choice of late to dinner or counterspell. I don't know what they're going to take, honestly. Yeah, they just take late to dinner. Okay. We have 3 good creatures in our hand. We're at 5 mana. Augur of Bolas. I guess they could not attack with the Delver, and they have Snuff Out as well. Okay, they're kind of doing it. I can still attack with both birds. Oh wow, they're attacking with everything? That's a pretty bold attack. Because now I can easily just attack back, take the Monarch. And then I can just Stonehorn plus Counterspell here, which I like. Yeah, this looks good. They have Snuff Out, but getting to Stonehorn and then keep the Monarch for a turn just seems really nice. Alright, just Stonehorn. If they counter this, I'm going to counter back. Alright, they just don't. Awesome. They skip their next combat. And there's Renewal. That's such a good draw, actually. Love it. Now if I draw another untapped land, I can go Renewal into Evoke Mole Drifter with counter up the whole time. Just let it Brainstorm resolve. This is a good match so far. This is sweet. They have the main deck duress. There's really not that much chatter. Like, I want to build decks to test against Chatterstorm to hate on it more, but there's really just not that much Chatterstorm in the leagues. I wonder if I just fire off Counterspell and make them fight over this. I think I'm going to. They don't get an attack step here. Now I can just like renewal into Soul of Migration if I want. Ooh, Archaeomancer, that's another good draw. Renewal is so good just because it kind of demands a counterspell. Now do I just play Evoke Moldrifter? I guess I actually kind of like that. They need counterspell for this. They've already played, I guess, just one. Okay, they counter that, sure. And just no attacks. Draw a card. Pass. See what if they attack with everything, then yes, they're gonna take the Monarch here. Okay. I probably and they cast down that right now. Interesting. I think I don't want a Cycle Renewal and then I'll just take a hit. Do I want a Soul of Migration evoke with this out? Probably. I can also just hard cast Soul of Migration. Let's just say no. They still have Snuff Out. But if I double block Delver, then they kind of have to snuff out a bird. I'm only taking 3. And then that's like one less removal spell they have for Soul of Migration. No, then I can't take the Monarch back. Let's just take here. Just take some damage. Just the fact that we're like trading the Monarch back and forth doesn't seem like it's that bad for me. If they have another counterspell, I guess that could get kind of rough, but I think this is fine. All right, let's hit them to 12. We have, yeah, they snuff out 1, and do they play another removal spell? I think they're going to. Wow, double snuff out, go to 6? Fine with that. So again, I have 6 mana, I can go up to 7 mana. I kind of want to Archaeomancer late to dinner, but I think I'd rather do that next turn. So I think I just want to hard cast Soul of Migration here, keep Renewal in play. Seems like a good line to me. Then I just put like a... Wow, they counter it. They have another counter spell. It's 3 counters. Jeez. Alright, well I'm definitely behind now. I can go Archaeomancer late to dinner, Stonehorn Dignitary if I have to, but I'd rather Soul of Migration. They have 4 creatures and they have the Monarch still. Seagate Oracle number 2. Let's play Ash Barrens. Play Archaeomancer. I think I need to Soul of Migration here. Get back late to dinner. And then cast it. I think get Soul of Migration at this point. I'm at 4. So I'm not really in danger of dying, especially if this resolves. Then they can't really kill my Soul of Migration, otherwise I have Renewal out still. Okay, nice. And then I have Food Token to gain some life. Now I'm kind of ahead on board and they're at 6. Preordained is good and they have the Monarch. This is a really close game. That third counterspell was just brutal. They 1 top, 1 bottom, play a Delver. Sure, they probably kept that on top. They're just attacking with Thorn? That seems terrible to me. I'm just going to block with Soul of Migration and like some bird tokens. Oh, then they can just trade for just bird token, but I mean, I think that's fine too. I'm down to just get this off the board. Should I block with everything? Then play around one removal spell? I think I like this. They can kill anything they want. Even if they kill our Killmancer, I'm fine with that. I can just bring it back, get back Counterspell or something. Yeah, this looks fine. I have food token again to gain some life. They just kill bird token because they're scared of renewal. Okay. Say no. And then Gurmag Angler. Okay, that's a problem. I could have just blocked with Arcanomancer, got back late to dinner, and kind of like quote unquote gone off. Oh, there's Ephemerate. That is huge. That is huge. Let's just lead. I mean, I guess I might not want to lead Seagate Oracle because I could lead just like Ephemerate targeting Archaeomancer right now, and they need a removal spell or a counter spell, which I don't think they have. And then I can get a Stonehorn Dignitary with late to dinner. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So even if I Seagate first, I can still Ephemerate and then get back late to dinner and then late to dinner Stonehorn. So I can lead on Seagate as kind of a bait. Yeah, let's do it. I won't be able to crack food, but if this all resolves, then I'm just should be good to go. Okay, that was an easy Seagate. I think I'm gonna go for Ephemerate right now. Even if they have a removal spell, I can just renewal this, get back late to dinner, and then late to dinner or something. They have Dispel. All right, that's annoying. So now I can evoke Moldrifter and then use the renewal. Draw 4 cards. I don't really have attacks. Don't really want to just crack food. Let's just evoke this. Draw 4. Maybe draw an Ephemerate right here? We do. So now I can just Ephemerate Moldrifter right now, or I can just choose to use renewal and then pass with Ephemerate up. I think I like that better. I guess I can attack with Soul of Migration as well. They can only block with this to save the Monarch. I actually like that. Let's just use renewal right now. This is a really interesting game. Another Moldrifter and a Ponder. I'm going to play land, attack with just Soul of Migration. I'm at 4. I could crack food, but can also Ephemerate Soul. Alright, so they take 2, go to 4, give us the Monarch. Let's go Ponder. I feel like these are just good enough. Let's just draw Soul of Migration right now and then Preordain next turn and then pass. Oh, well, I forgot about them. I forgot about Monarch. Okay. See what this is gonna flip. It's a removal spell. It's a Ponder. Could just respond to the Ponder with an Ephemerate here. Probably want to do that. If I Ephemerate Soul of Migration, I get 2 more blockers. I'm just gonna do this. They need a removal spell. Okay, that worked. That's good. It's really good. Now I have a bunch of blockers. They're at 4. I mean, we're at 4 as well. The pressure's kind of on them to do something. Can find some more journeys. Just take them out and they just concede. Wow, what a game. That was such a good game. They played 3 counter spells, which was so brutal, but we were able to hang in there card advantage wise, and Soul of Migration just doing work that game. That was sweet. All right. Dispel seems good. Negate seems good. Prohibit honestly seems good as well. I really like Journey in this matchup. I think Seagate Oracle, while it provides a little bit of value, it's just not really good enough because they're attacking with like delvers and anglers and stuff. This doesn't the body doesn't really do anything. It just seems a little clunky. Do I want the prohibit? I feel like it's good. They have so many spells that cost like 1 and 2. The late dinners also seem pretty good. Don't think Dawnbringer Cleric's good. 2 copies of Stonehorn just doesn't provide really value, but we saw that it can be good, especially against Monarch. It just doesn't not providing any value, and usually they're not really building up a massive board, just playing an angler or two. I'm down to just side out Stonehorn entirely. Maybe I should side out like a Ponder or a late dinner over like and just keep one Stonehorn just to have access to it. I'm gonna try just siding it out entirely. Maybe I'm gonna regret that, but we have 3 journeys, we have a million counter spells, we can still build up a reasonable board. Just gonna have to be wary about what we journey, because we want to try to journey their Gurmag anglers if possible. If possible. So one more game for the mono 4-1 deck. If we are able to win this match, that'll be 5 4-1s and a 3-2 for the deck so far, which I think is just a really, really strong record. They mulligan to 6. We're snap keeping this hand. I mean, we have nothing really to do, but we have just turn 2 renewal, threaten to draw into evoke creatures. We have a negate. Seems totally fine. If they turn 1 delver, like turn 2 double delver or something, yeah, this hand gets bad. But that deck's not usually that aggressive. It's usually more like a control deck with like creatures to win with. What'd they mulligan to? Just did they mulligan to 6? Oh, they begin the game with 6 cards in hand. Okay, never mind. Just gonna fetch right now so I can essentially F6. I know it's not the right play, but it's okay. I'd rather do that. Relic. Okay, sure. Relic is actually kind of annoying. There's no way I could have countered it or anything. I could still just play Renewal. They might have to pop Relic at some point in order to deal with this. Then you can just say no to Renewal. So Renewal actually is pretty good against Relic, surprisingly, because if I like evoke Moldrifter, goes to the graveyard, they pop Relic with the trigger on the stack, and then I can just say no. As long as I have other cards in yard, but I mean, it's still pretty good to have in play, honestly. I guess one downside of this line as well is I won't have counterspell up, but I can have negate up. And I might just even play bounce in. We'll see. We'll see. It's close. Okay, they take counterspell. They relic it probably. They don't. I could also just play Preordain right now. I think I'm just not going to hold up any counters. I think that's fine. They relic. I should yield to this. Hopefully I don't regret that, but I think that's just going to be a lot faster. Definitely don't want planes, and I think Journey is good enough. Let's top the Journey, and then just play Chancery and bounce. I guess I actually want to bounce planes, even though that's kind of weird. Rather have more blue sources in play. They cycle Ashburns. If they just like tap out for a Gurmag or something, that's gonna favor us because we have just Journey with counter backup. Thorn that does not favor us. Oh God, they're just gonna sit there with the Monarch. We have nothing going on. All right. I think I just Journey that. I could just ignore it, but they have 3. I'm just gonna lose to Monarch here. I basically have to draw Soul of Migration here, and then they can still relic it. I guess I can Soul of Migration plus Ephemerate. Go for that. This is going to be tough, for sure. If if I draw Soul of Migration and they don't have Counterspell, they missed on Augur, okay. We can beat... I've beaten Monarch with this deck, but maybe not with a hand like this. Just doing nothing. Just all reactive cards. Yep. Not looking good here. The good news is we have a lot of mana in play, so if we do draw a threat, we're going to be able to protect it with these counters. The bad news is they have Relic to kind of mess with us. Don't want to see Gurmag. They foretell Behold. That's fine. Ponder. I guess I should play Island first. Might end up just playing a tap land, and I can protect this still. Okay, there's Muldrifter and Late to Dinner. So, I draw the Muldrifter. Gonna go play land. I can evoke Muldrifter and go for Ephemerate. I think I like that. Like that. Seems good. They also have Dispel. Okay. I couldn't have left up Negate as well. Drawing Late to Dinner, which they can just counter with Relic. But I make them pop Relic, I guess. That's not very good. I think it's what I have to do, though. That's a pretty bad play. I can't counter this. Really far behind here. We're drawing Late to Dinner. It's just not good. Okay. And again, they can pop this. Oh, okay. I thought they were about to tap out for something. This is kind of just like our deck not really functioning. We're not drawing like... We just didn't draw the combos fast enough. They play a land, and now they're going to pass with counter up. They just Relic us right now. Sure. And this Late to Dinner is not exactly getting better, so I'm going to just cast it. And maybe if I get lucky, they just try to like counterspell it rather than popping Relic. They're just going to pop this. I mean, it just makes sense. Yep. And this just doesn't resolve. Then I honestly forget the third card on Ponder. I think it was a land, so I think we're drawing a land next turn. And then I think we just lose pretty quickly here. The Thorn. I still don't really like Stonehorn Dignitary here. They just have so much removal. Alright, they draw a card. I think we're drawing land. Is that... Oh, it's Prohibit. Okay, that's right. So we're getting hit for 6. And so it's a 2-turn clock, so we have to top deck something and be able to protect it. Just gonna negate this. Not sure if I should. Probably not, actually, but I need to use my mana, I feel like. I just want to like pick a fight basically, and then I need to top deck something anyway. So I don't want them to really do anything here. I could have just been wrong, but Gurmag Angler. Okay. Let's just go game 3 here. Early Thorn just crushed us. Their deck kind of functioning perfectly. I should probably just save time for game 3. Okay. And that was when Renewal is not that good when they counter all of our threats, but we have a lot of counter spells to fight that. Do I want any Seagates back in the deck? We have triple Dispel. I feel like this matchup should be pretty good for us. Let's just run it back. Soul of Migration should also be pretty strong. It's possible that like Seagate just doesn't even need to be in the deck. I'm gonna keep. This hand is not good. I potentially should mulligan it, but I'm gonna play land and then look for lands with these cantrips. And then I have like just stuff to like interaction. I guess I should have. I guess this was a bad keep. I am regretting this keep now. I just didn't want to mulligan. I hate mulliganing. Damn. Definitely should have mulliganed. It's also like feeling like I was under a little time pressure, so I should have made a decision. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe this will just work out. Maybe the hand will come together. It's unlikely that my cantrip's about to get countered. All right, well, Relic is kind of annoying. I think I'm actually going to Ponder because it gives me more chances to hit a land here. Nice. There's Island. Journey. Then I think I'm just supposed to bottom here. Looking for more lands. There's Chancery. Perfect. Okay. Relic is good against us for sure. They're just passing with the counter up? Sure. Nice. Preordain, good draw. Muldrifter and Ponder. I like both of these. Let's go top. Play Ponder. Prohibit is also a good one. I think I'm just going to keep these. Maybe I shouldn't have drawn the Prohibit as well because I don't want it to get duress potentially, but I still think this is fine. Yep. Opponent just not doing anything at all. They only have triple island, so if I just evoke Muldrifter and they counterspell it, I can dispel or prohibit. But if they don't counter and evoke Muldrifter, I can ephemerate. Only gonna have 4 mana total. I think I like just going Island, Ponder. And a bunch of lands. I think these are actually good enough. I just want to draw lands. Why don't I draw the Island and then the Ash Barrens? Or do I want to draw Ash Barrens this turn and just draw the 1 land? I think I want to draw 2 lands. So we're locked into drawing 2 lands now. Gonna pass. We have Prohibit and Dispel up. Not worried about them relicking these cards away. I don't care about that. And another island from them. Wow. That is fine. So they could have double counterspell. So if I go cast Muldrifter, I still really only have 1 counter up. I just want to draw that next land too. I think I'm just going to pass here again. Again, I don't really care about their relic, and they're just not doing anything. I want them to like play some cantrips or something. All right, they're just cycling Ash Barrens. That's fine. They get swamped. They play it. And they relic us. Gotta yield to that to just take less time, I think. I want to draw another land. All right. I think I'm just going to cycle this. I'll get plains. Okay, now we go for the Evoke. I guess I can go for Hardcast plus Dispel. Because I'll still only have... I guess they can probably only have 1 counter. I guess they can easily have Dispel. But I have these journeys as well. Okay, let's go. Draw 2. Another Dispel. Great. Perfect. Now I can double Dispel here. I guess they could have multiple Snuff Outs. Cast down. Let's Dispel. And then they Dispel the Dispel. So that resolve, and then just Dispel the Cast down. They have another Dispel? No. No Snuff Out? Nice, just resolves. Perfect. Perfect. Now it's 4 cards to 7, and we have a Muldrifter in play. So that just worked out perfectly. The 3 Dispels post-board is just great. Yeah, sometimes you don't have enough threats, as you've seen this game, and I'm fine with this. Wow, Echoing Truth main phase? I just don't care about that at all. I guess my ephemerate goes away, but I don't care. I already got such good value out of that. So let's go play land, play renewal, and then evoke Moldrifter, have prohibit up. Need dispel here. Nice, just get to draw 4. I'll do it. Oh, they're gonna pop relic. So now I see, now this is why relic's not good against renewal. So they pop relic, and then I just say no. Nice. And I can evoke Soul of Migration with counter up next turn, or even just hardcast it. Thorn, sure. Fine with this. I'm fine with this. And they Delver, sure. So I think what I want to do, I didn't draw a land. I wanted to like double Journey plus Evoke Soul. I don't even know if I need to Journey this turn at all. I mean, I could just cast Soul of Migration. Then I don't even need to use this. I'm just going to cast it. Just going up tons of mana here, and then I can save these journeys for next turn. Yeah, they get to draw one more card off Monarch, but that's totally fine. If they kill my Soul of Migration, I have Renewal out, so yeah, looking to be in a good spot here. 5.5 minutes, plenty of time. Another Relic, okay. Again, I can just say no on Renewal. There's no timing where this works for them. Oh, because they tap Relic. Okay, it does work. Okay, well, they have multiple relics. Jeez. Okay. So I'm going to say no. That's actually kind of annoying. At least I'll be able to take the Monarch back here. And then I can just journey their creatures. But that was actually, yeah, pretty annoying. So let's start by trying to take the Monarch. And then try to journey both their creatures. Okay. Gonna go play land, play journey, get the Delver, because that can have flying, play another journey, and get the Thorn, so they can't take the Monarch at all, and then just pass with Counterspell up. No need to play like a blank Archaeomancer here. Then we have Counterspell up, and we have the Monarch now, and they don't have any creatures in play. Yeah, Brainstorm resolves. I'll try to counter like a creature, I think. So then I have something to maybe Archaeomancer, whether it's Counterspell or Preordain. And this is looking just like we're in a great spot. We are low on time, but Augur of Bolas here. Duress. Alright, well, I'll just counter this. Then they'll Augur. Okay, sure. Then they should hit because they just brainstormed. They have a counterspell, okay. They won't be able to pop Relic and have counterspell up though. So this is still looking decent. I do need to try to play fast here. Preordain. Bottom. Soul of Migration. That was just great. I think I just hardcast that and just save everything else. Well, then I guess they can just counter it. So let's actually just evoke it. Well, maybe I just want to cast, but then they just counter spell. Yeah, let's just evoke. Then they can pop Relic. They counterspell. Okay, well now I can wait to dinner. So that actually worked out pretty well. They could have taken a different line. No, they're out of mana and stuff to do. Nice. think I'm safe to attack with both of those. They only have 2 cards in hand. We draw an extra card. I'm F6'd. They have Preordained. They can still win this game for sure. Relics have been actually pretty annoying, which is if people start realizing that Graveyard Hate can do something against this deck, it is kind of a pain, but again, we can still just cast Moldrifters and cast these with our bounce lands and stuff. Preordain, no. Preordain, bottom, Augur, miss. Okay, that's a bad time to miss. I can like Archaeomancer, make them pop Relic, or I get a Preordain back. It's not bad. Ooh, Moldrifter, Molly D, love it. Let's just lead Archaeomancer, I think. I'm going to try to get back late to dinner, I suppose. See if they pop Relic for this. They do. Okay, it's fine. Now I just go cast Preordain and then cast Moldrifter probably. Let's go bottom, top, cast. They actually have a counterspell. Wow. Surprised they had counterspell there. Just gonna attack with these. I want to have 2 blockers back for their augurs, and I don't need to play around removal, because if they play a removal spell, I can just renewal either of my creatures here. 3.5 minutes here, so time is getting low, but we're pretty far ahead at this point. Even like a Gurmag Angler isn't going to do it now. What a good match, though. What a really good league. We've showcased a lot of good matches here. Should just be F6 here. They chose to shuffle their library on Ponder. And they play another Ponder, but not with the old border. So that was their mistake. And they chose to shuffle again. Yeah, it's probably just because they don't really have many things that get them out of this situation. So it's looking pretty bad for them here. And they divest. I don't think that should really be in their deck right now, but I guess it can just take our good creatures, Moldrifter and Soul Migration, so maybe it's fine. Oh wow. Yeah, I think these counter spells are good enough. Don't want to take too much time here. Okay. Then we draw Dispel. If we just have these counters, we can just kill pretty fast in the air. Let's just Dispel this. Then I'll like prohibit basically anything. That I will not, because I can just use Renewal. Wouldn't be surprised if they just concede here. Okay, yeah. Nice. So another 4-1. Almost got the 5-0 again. Really, really close match against Affinity there. Let's go back to the return to details. I don't know if they said good game. I can't see it anymore. Classic Magic Online. Can't even open the chat. Okay, whatever. Yeah, a really close match against Bleach Boy. I don't know if Bleach Boy beat us last time, if we're 0-2 against Bleach Boy or 1-1, or we might have played them a couple times. But yeah, we played Affinity 3 times this league. Is that correct? And then we just played against Blue Black Delver in the finals. Honestly, Pauper's not in a great spot. I'm just really loving playing this deck. Another 4-1 here. Pretty sweet. Let's go back to the list. Selling some old treasure chests here. Let's go back to the deck. You white Evoke. Okay. Let's pull it up. Okay. Here's the list. And let's move the sideboard over. So again, I think what I would change if I wanted to play more Pauper leagues right now, just considering the meta, I want like at least like 1 Revoke, and I like this art. Maybe 2. Do I want double negate or do I want the prohibit? Prohibit like seems like it counters most things that negate counters. Not exactly, but I think I'm fine to just have, at least for the leagues, one more sideboard card. I could also cut one Stonehorn to only be able to have go up to 3 total Stonehorns and have an extra revoke. I actually kind of like that. I just play against Affinity so often. It's like in a league, you can almost like expect to play against Affinity once or twice, especially if you're doing well. So this is like probably what I would jam moving forward. I like the main deck a lot. I really like 4 Ponder for Preordain. I like the Counterspell suite. I like the Removal suite. I like 4 Ephemerate for Renewal, 8 Evoke creatures. And then I like this small package. Maybe just Seagate Oracle can be cut entirely. It's just been honestly pretty clunky. Um, and it could be correct that we just like we could cut both Seagates, play like an extra Archaeomancer, extra Stonehorn. You know what? Maybe we just try that. That's interesting. Seagate Oracle honestly just hasn't been that good. I mean, it can draw a card, but a lot of times this can draw a card too. And then we're like essentially going for an like a better late game more often. What I'm trying to say is then we're going for like a late game earlier more often because we have 3 Archaeomancers. Like we can consistently hit the late game more often with more Archaeomancers in the deck. I'm not sure. The Seagate Oracles kind of just provide like a decent like smoothing aspect. I can also run 1 Mnemonic Wall, 2 Archaeomancer or something instead of these Seagates, and maybe just a 3rd Stonehorn. I mean, that's good against a lot of the top decks. I'm just going to leave it as the 2 Seagates for now, but that's an option if you want to try that. If you want to cut the Seagates, I wouldn't hate like a 3rd Stonehorn, a 3rd Archaeomancer, the 1st Mnemonic Wall, or even, I'm blanking on the name, the 5 mana 3/3 flying with Will of the Council. With Custody Squire. You could play 1 Custody Squire if you like this card, because this can get back a creature or a renewal to your hand. The thing is, I thought that would be good, but the thing is, like, you just really don't often need to return renewal to your hand with Squire. So this is probably the 60 I'll continue to jam moving forward. The mana base seems really good. I like 21 lands. I like the 1 Evolving Wilds, I think. Yeah, so deck is sweet. Another 4-1. We're 23 and 7 with the deck overall. 5 4-1s and a 3-2. No 5-0s, but the record with the deck is absolutely bananas. It's insane. The record is so good for such a degen meta. It's like we haven't played against Shadowstorm much, but that's just because people aren't playing it that much in the leagues. So I think this deck is very, very good. I've had a great time playing it. Thank you so much for watching. The channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. Please sub to the channel. It really helps me out. I've had a great time making these videos. Want to continue to do so. So if you want to show your support, just sub to the channel. That's all you have to do. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Till next time. Peace.